Welcome to VA Memorial Stadium here in Chillicothe, Ohio. My name is Kyle Berry, and I am here with producer back at the station, Sarah Rigdon, as well as producer on Good Guys Radio TV, Matt Hildebrand, to bring you the Division VI Southeast District semifinal game between the Southeastern Panthers and Manchester Greyhounds here at VA Memorial Stadium. And we will have first pitch somewhere around 7:05, so we will be right back to discuss some other tournament action going on in the Shack, as well as these two teams and tournament going on in the upcoming days. So please stay tuned. We'll be right back after this on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Big box home improvement stores don't brag about their customer service and knowledgeable staff, and that's because they rarely have either one. Do you really want electrical and plumbing advice from a person who was assembling patio furniture yesterday? Nope. Get what you need from the pros at West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply. They now have an expanded hardware line to complement the electrical and plumbing parts, plus handy tips and advice to help you get the job done. West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply, 1 block south of the courthouse on Walnut Street in West Union. Richmond Insurance Agency has proudly served the citizens and businesses of Adams County and surrounding areas since 1926. Their goal is to provide caring and personalized service while assisting their clients' insurance needs. Whether you need insurance coverage for your home, auto, business, or farm, they can help. They also write life insurance policies to protect your family against unfortunate events. Richmond Insurance Agency, conveniently located on the Courthouse Square in West Union at 212 North Market Street. Call 937-544-2326.
At the National Bank of Adams County, we have a lot more than money invested in Adams County. We've invested our time, our interests, our heritage. We were born here and have been an important part of this community for years. That's why we can offer financial services that truly meet your needs. If you're looking for a bank that keeps its focus local, look to us at 218 North Market Street in West Union. We're ready to help you grow your business or your family, and that will help this community grow as well.
The National Bank of Adams County, keeping it local. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
By Ron Lynch, financial advisor with Edward Jones Investments in Maysville. We're here at VA Memorial Stadium for this district semifinal matchup between the 4-seed Southeastern Panthers and the 5-seed, our Manchester Greyhounds. Before we take a look at these two teams, let's take a look at some other tournament action going on in the Shack. They were postponed to yesterday, and then they got postponed again to today. But Fayetteville softball, they are district champions. They played today. They beat Lewisburg Tri-County North at Chillicothe today, and they were district champions. So they will be playing. I don't have a date for you yet, but they will be playing next week. And then the Fairfield Lions softball unfortunately did fall, but are district runner-ups as well. So congratulations to both of those two teams. And then look ahead at tournament baseball. Tonight we have, as I mentioned, Manchester and Southeastern, and on our sister station, C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, is Peebles taking on Waterford from Ohio University. Ken and Brandon are on the call over there. On Tuesday is Lynchburg versus Portsmouth here at VA at 1:30 on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV. Also Tuesday is Fayetteville taking on Middletown Christian baseball. That will be from Fayetteville High School on C103 only. And then Wednesday is White Oak taking on South Webster, 2 p.m. at Logan High School. That'll be on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV. We're going to take a look here at the two teams playing this evening right after we come back here on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV, presented on CMT Components.
If pre-planning your funeral is the furthest thing from your mind, take a moment to reflect on some of the things closest to your heart, such as your family and friends. Pre-planning your funeral will spare them the burden of making difficult decisions at a difficult time. For information about pre-planning a funeral, visit WallaceThompsonFuneralHomes.com or contact the family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes with locations in Peebles, Seaman, and Winchester. Trust in the family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes, providing the care and service that you and your family deserve.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
I'm proud to own and operate 3 locally rooted pharmacies: Bristow Pharmacy in Ripley, Donahue Pharmacy in Georgetown, and Sardinia Pharmacy in Sardinia. We offer everything a large pharmacy chain can, and quite a few things that they can't. In most cases, you're in and out within 5 minutes, receiving exactly what you need efficiently and compassionately. Our pricing is often equal to or better than competitors in our region, and our commitment to customer service is unmatched. If you have any questions or would like to learn more about our services, we'd love to hear from you.
It's brought to you by Ron Lynch, financial advisor with Edward Jones Investments in Maysville, here from VA Memorial Stadium, Chillicothe, Ohio. We're going to take a look at the 2 teams that come into battle today here in this Division 6 tournament action. The number 4 seed in the game today is the Southeastern Panthers. On the year, they are 14-8. They are blue and white and come out of the Scioto Valley Conference. A couple of common opponents from teams in our league. They defeated North Adams. They also defeated Huntington, who played the game before us. Paint Valley, they defeated them, and McLean, they got beat by. Huntington, they beat twice. And why is Paint Valley and Huntington interesting? Well, Manchester, the team they're playing today, also played them. That's our Manchester Greyhounds, coming in as the 5 seed. They are blue and gold, and they are the Greyhounds out of the Shack Conference, which we know. But Huntington, they got beat by 9-6 in extra innings. North Adams, however, they did beat, which Southeastern also beat. The common opponent records between the 2 of these, Manchester, 3 wins and 2 losses, and Southeastern, 4 wins and 3 losses. So these 2 teams, very even. This should be a very evenly matched, well-pitched game. We expect low scoring between both aces on the mound. And both very strong aces on the mound. But we will see more about that, and we'll talk more about the Magulac Tire Service lineups right after this on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Summer's almost here, and it's time to service your vehicle to prepare for those long road trips ahead. Bowling Automotive Service is here to help. Sardinia's local auto repair expert has built their reputation on hard work, integrity, and their auto repair expertise. Bowling Auto Service does batteries, brakes, inspections, oil changes, tires, diagnostics, and more. Call Bowling Auto Service at 937-213-2046. Stop by 12702 Whitehouse Road in Sardinia, or visit them online at bowlingautomotiveservice.com.
With all the financial headlines, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Ron Lynch, can help. If you have more questions than answers about what's next, we can work together to help ensure you're prepared for your journey. After all, retirement isn't the end of the trek, it's a new beginning. Stop by our office at 481 Tucker Drive in Maysville. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Creating a memorial to honor a lost loved one is a time-honored tradition. Whether it's a graveside monument, a cremation monument, or a pet memorial, the craftsmen at Peebles Monument Company will walk you through every step of the process, from concept to completion. Visit Peebles Monument Company, located on North Main Street in Peebles, and online at peeblesmonument.com. Choose Peebles Monument Company because sharing the life story of a loved one with those who matter most isn't just important today, it's important forever.
We're going to take a look at those Magulac Tire starting lineups here in the roster report. Looking at the roster for Southeastern Panthers, number 1, Isaac Blake. He is a junior. Another junior is Cole Barker, number 2. Braden Burns is another junior, wearing number 3. Number 4 is Gage Cheadle. He's a senior. Another junior, CJ Huff. He wears the number 6. Bryson Kessler wears the number 7 and is a freshman. A senior, number 8, that's Carson McWhorter. Landon Welch wears the number 9 and is a sophomore. Landon Brown wears the number 10 and is a senior. Another senior is Colton Baxter. He wears the number 11. Gabe Oates wears the number 12 and is a sophomore. A senior, that's number 14, Ethan Knight. Nathan Gray wears the number 15, and he's a sophomore. A junior is number 16, Grady Skaggs. Isaiah Cosby wears the number 18 and is a freshman. Alex Leash wears the number 22 and is a freshman. Head coach is Brad Valentine. Nathan Winston, Jordan Valentine, Todd Snowden, and Tanner Chenault are all assisting him. Now taking a look at the roster for the Manchester Greyhounds. That will be Luke Applegate. He is wearing the number 25 and is a senior. Kenton Butt, he is a sophomore wearing number 12. Bentley Colvin, he's a freshman wearing the number 3. Wearing the number 6 is Jasper Walker, and he is a freshman. Lucas Rigdon wears the number 14 and is a freshman. Kaysen Shelton, a freshman, wears the number 54. Bryce Young wears the number 23 and is a sophomore. James Hackathorn is going to wear number 16 and is a sophomore. Carson Inman will wear number 44, is a junior. Traven Hildebrand wears the number 2 and is a senior. Parker Hayslip is also a senior. He wears the number 9. Braylon Rickett will wear the number 21 and is a senior. Clayton Colvin wears the number 4, is a junior. And Landon Doyle rounds out the roster wearing the number 5 and is a senior. They are coached by head coach Mr. Trey Mead. All right, well, we are going to take one more final break, and we will be right back after this on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV presented by CMT Components.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Don't let a blown tire slow you down this season. Trust Magulac Tire Service in Hillsboro to keep you on the roll and in the field. At Magulac, they offer on-the-farm ag and tire service, saving you downtime and saving you money. Call Magulac Tire Service for all your tire needs at 937-364-2592 or stop in on Route 50 in Hillsboro. At Magulac Tire Service, their emphasis is on great service. That's more than just a slogan, that's the Magulac commitment every single day. Looking for the right path to your future? Let Ohio Means Jobs Adams Brown be your compass. With the PATH program, we'll guide you every step of the way. Whether you're navigating career planning, academic rewards, or paid work experience, PATH is your route to success. For ages 14 to 24, it's time to forge your path one opportunity at a time. Ready to step forward? Visit omjadamsbrown.org/path today and start paving the way to your brighter tomorrow. A division of APCAP must meet eligibility requirements. Funding is provided by TANF and WIOA and administered by ODJFS.
By Ron Lynch, financial advisor with Edward Jones Investments in Maysville. We're going to take a look now at the Magulac Tire lineup roster report. Starting lineup here for the Southeastern Panthers, Isaiah Cosby will bat in the 1 hole and he will DH. Playing right field for him will be Gabe Oates. Colton Baxter will be catching in the 2 hole. Gage Cheadle plays shortstop and bats 3rd. Batting 4th is Braden Burns. He will play in center field. Carson McHorter will play 2nd base and bat 5th. Batting 6th is CJ Huff. He will play 3rd base. First base, that's Landon Brown. He is batting 7th. Batting 8th is Landon Welch. He will be playing left field and pitching. Also batting 9th for the Panthers will be Bryson Kessler. Facing them on the mound will be Mr. Luke Applegate. Now I'm batting for Manchester. That'll be Traven Hildebrand in the 1 hole. He'll be playing 2nd base. Pitching and batting 2nd will be Luke Applegate. Clayton Colvin will be in center field and bat in the 3 hole. Carson Inman will be in the 4 hole and playing first base. Playing shortstop and batting 5th will be Parker Hayslip. Braylon Rickett will be batting 6th and playing right field. Catching and batting 7th, that's James Hackathorn. Kenton Butt, he'll be batting 8th and playing 3rd base. And rounding out the lineup, playing in left field will be Landon Doyle. They will take on Mr. Bryson Kessler, who has thrown his final warm-up pitch. And we will be going very shortly as they have a meeting on the mound to get ready. And we're going to take this time to talk about those out there on the behind the plate and on the base paths. Behind the plate, that's Anthony Sheets umpiring. 3rd base is Kevin Pickrell. And at first is Dan Croy. All right, well, we are ready here for our first pitch as Bryson Kessler toes the mound. Traven Hildebrand steps in for the Greyhounds. Little check swing, hits it over to the 3rd baseman. 3rd baseman C.J. Huff will make the throw for a quick out number 1 on the inning. as Hildebrand grounds out to third for 1 out. That'll bring up the 2-hole hitter, Mr. Luke Applegate. Bryson Kessler for the Panthers. He has pitched in 37 innings. First pitch is low for a ball. He has a record of 3-2 wins and losses, as the second pitch is outside in the dirt. 2-0 the count now on Luke Applegate. 3.78 earned run average and a 1.73 whip. Now you may hear us talk about whip. That is walks and hits per innings pitched. So how many walks and hits they give up per innings. As Applegate skies a high fly ball to the shortstop, he backs up, calls off the running in center fielder, and makes the catch right behind the second base bag for the second out of the inning on a pop-up to second. That'll bring up Clayton Colvin, the 3-hole hitter for the Greyhounds. He will bat left-handed against the righty Bryson Kessler. Quick thus far for Kessler, only had to throw 4 pitches to get through the first 2 as Colvin slams a ball, but it's going to go foul over to the right side. Just a little bit early on that pitch, but it'll go down 0-1 in the count. In the field for Southeastern, Kessler is on the mound with Colton Baxter behind the plate. C.J. Huff at third, Gage Cheadle at short. As the 0-1 pitch is behind Colvin for a ball. Carson McWhorter plays second, Landon Brown at first. In the outfield, Landon Welch plays left, Braden Burns in center, and Gabe Oates out there in right. 1-1 the count. A curveball floats in there, a hard hit ball to first base, but Landon Brown makes a nice pick and runs it over to the bag for the third out of the inning. 1-2-3 go the Greyhounds. We're scoreless here going into the bottom of the first. We'll be right back after this on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Insurance protection for you and your family. John Wood Insurance has helped thousands of families with their insurance needs since 1891. For service you can trust, contact John Wood Insurance in Georgetown at 937-378-4124, in Owensville at 513-732-2600, in West Union at 937-544-5505, or in Peebles at 937-587-2246. That's John Wood Insurance.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Maysville Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're incredibly affordable with the lowest tuition rates in the entire state, accelerated with programs that can lead immediately to great careers, and personalized with small classes and hands-on learning. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at maysville.kctcs.edu.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Snappy Tomato Pizza. The only thing better than pepperoni is more pepperoni, and Snappy's pepping up their game. Your favorite round pepperoni pizza just got an upgrade with even more of the bold, zesty flavor you crave on every single slice. For a limited time, grab a large pepped up pepperoni pizza for just $9.99. Hurry in or order online today and have a pep rally with pepped up pepperoni. Snappy Delivery.
VA Memorial Stadium. I'd like to thank People's Monument Company because this game and every game this season is brought to you by them. As the first pitch from Applegate is outside for ball 1, Isaiah Cosby steps in as the first hitter for the Panthers. And he takes the second pitch just outside, 2-0. Once again, People's Monument Company. Sharing the life of a loved one isn't just important today, it's important forever. Big thank you to them for supporting us all season. The 2-0 pitch catches the outside corner for a strike. 2-1 now from Applegate. The 2-1 pitch is fouled off hard to the right side, out of play. 2-2 now as he brings it even. Applegate on the year, 41 innings pitched with a 2-2 record, wins and losses. 103 strikeouts, that's a big number. This young man can throw the ball hard, and he does right there as he throws it by Isaiah Cosby for the first out of the inning. First strikeout of the game as well. Got him with the high heat, and that'll be out number 1. That'll bring up Colton Baxter as he is batting in the 2 hole for the Panthers. A high chopper to the second baseman, Hildebrand. He stepped back, fields it, and throws over to first base to get the second out of the inning. 1 pitch, 1 out down there for Colton Baxter. And that'll bring up the 3-hole hitter, Gage Cheadle. He has 30 hits on the year, batting .484, leading the team in batting average, almost getting a hit in half of his at-bats. Continue with Applegate. He pitches to a 1.71 ERA. As an 88-mile-per-hour fastball is swung on and missed for strike 1. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. 0-0 is our score. Second pitch is high for a ball. 1-1. Beautiful evening turned out to be after all the rain went away. Not too hot. Sitting under a little cover here. And the sun started to peek out. As that pitch is high and inside. Goes back to the backstop. 2-1 now, the count on Cheadle. A .605 on base percentage. That means he's getting on base more than half of the time. And 17 RBI on the year. The 2-1 is inside for ball 3. 3-1 the count now on Cheadle. Applegate is on the mound. Behind the plate, James Hackathorn will be his battery mate. 3-1 pitch is low and outside. Oh no. Umpire changed his mind. He's going to call out a strike. 3-2 now, the count on Cheadle as it goes full. The 3-2 curveball swung on and missed for strike 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Greyhounds as well. We'll be right back here for the top of the second on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well, and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxter Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxter Tractor.
C103, 99.5 The Edge, and Good Guys Radio TV are your source for everything local. From Shack basketball
Shot by Osborne, 3 on the buzzer!
Wow. To Shack baseball.
Wells is going to try. He makes it. He's safe.
Western Brown football.
Throws it towards the end zone, and it's complete.
To Shack volleyball.
Hatton for the kill. It's good.
Local fairs, festivals, and more.
Ire to the finish line.
Crosses the line to get the victory.
Never miss a moment with C103, 99.5 The Edge, and Good Guys Radio TV.
Welcome back to VA Memorial Stadium for this Division 6 District Semifinal game. We lead off the top of the second with Carson Inman in the batter's box. He takes the first pitch outside for ball 1 and fouls the second one back to the backstop. 1-1 the count. Thanks to First State Bank for making this broadcast possible. Learn more about First State Bank at your local branch in Southern Ohio or Northern Kentucky or online at fsbforme.com. The 1-1 pitch is inside for a ball. 2-1 now the count on Carson Inman, the cleanup batter for the Greyhounds, as he fouls that one back for strike 2. Goes back to even at 2-2. Inman on the year, 71 at bats, 22 hits for a .342 average. The 2-2 is a curveball, and it stays just outside to bring the count full at 3-2. Inman will call time, step out of the box before the payoff pitch from Kessler. Swung on and fouled off to the left-hand side. Inman will stay alive for yet another pitch. Inman doing a nice job working up Kessler's pitch count, considering in that first inning he did not use very many pitches on the first 3 batters. I only have him as using 7. So if you want to get him out of the game early, this is a great at-bat here by Carson Inman. And home plate umpire calls time, and we're ready to resume with a 3-2 from Kessler. That'll be outside, ball 4. Nice at-bat taken there by Inman, and he will lead off the second inning with a walk. That'll bring Parker Hayslip up to bat. First walk of the ball game allowed by Kessler. Parker Hayslip on the year, 52 at-bats, 10 hits for a .344 on base percentage, 192 batting average. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Catcher looked like he might try and pick Inman off first. He did not throw, though. That catcher is Colton Baxter, a senior. The 1-0 is outside. 2-0 now, the count on Parker Hayslip. Lots of experience here for Southeastern. They've got 4 seniors in the infield. However, Bryson Kessler out here on the mound is just a freshman. He'll blow that one by Hayslip for a strike. Check swing by Hayslip, but he went. 2-1 now, the count. Carson Inman is the runner on first base here with nobody out in the second inning. Hayslip puts down a bunt. Nice looking bunt, and it's going to stay fair. Oh, and it gets down the line. What a play. Nice hustle by Parker Hayslip right there. That was a hard bunt. Made it all the way down the line to first base. The first baseman grabbed it, picked it up, tried to tag him. He was able to avoid the tag, slide, and get into first safely. Nice play by Parker Hayslip. We're going to give him a bunt base hit. That'll go down as a hit to first base. And it does the job of advancing the runner to second. So now 2 runners on. Runners on first and second here for the Greyhounds. Rickett up to bat now. Attempted the bunt, but the pitch was outside. So 1-0 the count as he pulled it back. Bunt attempt, nice bunt by Rickett. But it's not going to be good enough to get the runner to third. It went back to the pitcher, but the nice job by Kessler to get off the mound, field it, and have time to turn and throw to third to get the lead runner, Inman. So Inman will be out, going to third. Hayslip will take his spot at second, and Braylon Rickett will go to first base on the fielder's choice. Now up to bat is James Hackathorn, the catcher for the Greyhounds, and he looks at ball 1 outside. The 1-0 is high for a ball. 2-0 now the count. This coverage is presented by Maysville Community and Technical College, college for your world. Learn more and apply online at maysville.kctcs.edu. The 2-0 pitch is in there for a strike on Hackathorn. He swings and fouls that one back. And that'll be a foul ball, bringing the count even at 2-2. Hackathorn on the year, 54 at bats, 11 hits with a .204 batting average. Gets on base at a .283 clip. Kessler checks the runners on first and second and throws an off-speed pitch. Good job holding up there by Hackathorn as that stayed outside and brings the count even, or brings the count full, I apologize. 3-2 now. The 3-2 swung on by Hackathorn, diving stop by the third baseman Huff. He picks it up, has time to throw to first, and a nice pick by the first baseman. However, running home and scoring, Parker Hayslip making things happen on the bases. A hustle bunt hit to first base to get on, and then hustled clear from second home on a fielder's choice to third. And the Greyhounds will take a 1-0 lead here in the top of the second. Wow, nice job there by the Greyhounds. They are able to manufacture a run without a ball even leaving the infield. That'll go down as an RBI single, or an RBI fielder's choice for Hackathorn, as he was out at first base for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Kenton Butt as he takes the first two pitches in there for strikes, down 0-2 quickly. Braylon Rickett made it to second on that fielder's choice. So there's a runner on second with 2 outs in the inning. And the 0-2 pitch stays outside for a ball. 2-1 now, 1-2 now the count on Butt. And that pitch is outside as well. That'll bring the count even at 2-2. Braylon Rickett out there on second, and they are leading 1-0 thanks to the hustle of Parker Hayslip. The 2-2 is high for a ball. 3-2 now. As I mentioned, Hackathorn will go down for an RBI fielder's choice on that play. And the 3-2 pitch catches the outside corner with a 71-mile-an-hour fastball. They'll ring up Kenton Butt for the third out of the inning, but not before Manchester is able to strike first. 1-0 here on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Big box home improvement stores don't brag about their customer service and knowledgeable staff, and that's because they rarely have either one. Do you really want electrical and plumbing advice from a person who was assembling patio furniture yesterday? Nope. Get what you need from the pros at West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply. They now have an expanded hardware line to complement the electrical and plumbing parts, plus handy tips and advice to help you get the job done. West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply, 1 block south of the courthouse on Walnut Street in West Union. Richmond Insurance Agency has proudly served the citizens and businesses of Adams County and surrounding areas since 1926. Their goal is to provide caring and personalized service while assisting their clients' insurance needs. Whether you need insurance coverage for your home, auto, business, or farm, they can help. They also write life insurance policies to protect your family against unfortunate events. Richmond Insurance Agency, conveniently located on the Courthouse Square in West Union at 212 North Market Street. Call 937-544-2326.
At the National Bank of Adams County, we have a lot more than money invested in Adams County. We've invested our time, our interests, our heritage. We were born here and have been an important part of this community for years. That's why we can offer financial services that truly meet your needs. If you're looking for a bank that keeps its focus local, look to us at 218 North Market Street in West Union. We're ready to help you grow your business or your family, and that will help this community grow as well.
The National Bank of Adams County, keeping it local. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Starting the bottom of the second will be Braden Burns for the Southeastern Panthers. They trail now 1-0 after Manchester scored 1 in the top of this inning. First pitch is inside for a ball. I just got word as well that Parker Hayslip, along with quite a few others, spent the morning at the district track meet and qualified for regionals on the 4x4 team. So all that hustle you saw on the base paths definitely translates over to the track field as well. So congratulations to all of the athletes that participate in that as well. The 1-1 pitch is inside, bringing the count to 2-1 on Braden Burns. On the year, he has 24 hits for a .338 average as he takes that pitch high. 3-1 now the count on the 4-hole hitter of the Panthers. In the first inning, Applegate worked quickly and did a nice job. Struck out 2 out of the 1-2-3 inning. However, he leads off this inning with a walk as Braden Burns will reach. First walk given up by Applegate. And first base runner, as I mentioned, for the Panthers. That'll bring up Carson McWhorter, the 5-hole hitter. He has had a nice year. As a pickoff attempt from Applegate will not be quick enough to get Burns at first. First pitch to McWhorter is fouled over to the right side for a strike one. Southern Hills Community Bank, with location throughout the Shack, wants to wish our student athletes the best of luck. Southern Hills Community Bank, proud sponsors of this coverage. The 0-1 is an off-speed pitch. Catches the outside corner for strike two. 0-2 now the count. The runner on first is Burns for the Panthers. Nobody out. The 0-2 pitch is an off-speed pitch outside. Nice job laying off that one from McWhorter. 76 with some movement. That would definitely be tough to lay off in the batter's box. Lazy pickoff attempt to first. Keeps Burns honest over there. Thank you to John Wood Insurance, with locations in Georgetown, West Union, Peebles, and Owensville. Proud sponsors of Shack Baseball on your radio. And the 1-2 pitch. Just outside. 2-2 now, the count. In the field, James Hackathorn is the catcher. Kenton Butt is on third. Parker Hayslip plays short. Traven Hildebrand at second. And Carson Inman rounds out the infield at first base. 2-2 is high and brings the count full. Landon Doyle is in left field. Clayton Colvin in center. And Braylon Rickett out there in right. Beautiful turf field here at Chillicothe, VA Memorial Stadium. The payoff pitch. Nasty curveball. Swung on and missed. McWhorter goes down on strikes for the first out of the inning. Third strikeout of the ball game for Luke Applegate, and that'll bring up C.J. Huff. He'll bat 6 for the Panthers. Runner still on first with 1 out now is Burns. First pitch is going to be a wild one. It's going to land in the dirt and go by Hackathorn. That'll go down as a wild pitch for Applegate. Ball 1, as well as advancing Burns to second. So now a runner in scoring position with 1 out. And 1-0 is the count on C.J. Huff. Comes in with 23 hits, a .377 average, and a .420 on-base percentage. Southeastern has a lot of high averages and on-base percentages. You got to think that they score a lot of runs throughout this year. That fastball's inside. That'll bring the count 2-0. Applegate backs off the mound. He'll take his time before he delivers this 2-0 pitch. Don't forget to stay tuned after the game as we name our Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the game. Brought to you by Snappy's in Seaman, West Union, and Maysville. 2-0 stays high. That'll bring the count to 3-0 on C.J. Huff. Applegate gets back on the rubber. You got to wonder if Huff has the green light or if he's looking to take here on 3-0. And Applegate will step off, making sure to keep Burns honest there at second. The 3-0 is going to stay low, and that'll be ball 4. Second walk of the inning now for the Panthers, and that'll put runners on first and second with only 1 out. That'll bring up Landon Brown, the first baseman for the Panthers. Now with runners on first and second. We're in the bottom of the second. There's 1 out in the inning. Manchester leads 1-0 after taking a lead in the first half of this inning. Still no hits just yet for the Panthers. However, they have drawn 2 walks in this inning. As Applegate steps off again. Burns doing a nice job keeping his attention. You got to think that might have been why he had a 4-pitch walk on the last batter. Bunt attempt goes foul over under the right-hand side for ball 1 or strike 1. This game is being brought to you by AdCap. Ohio Means Jobs, working to help Adams and Brown County families be more self-sufficient. Learn more at omjadamsbrown.org. We would like to thank them for coming on with us this year, helping us bring you baseball action. Bunt attempt will get down that time. That's a good one. Luke Applegate will come off the mound, field it, And they will get the out as he throws it to Hildebrand covering. That's a tough play for a second baseman, but he made that look, got the job done over there at second base. As Applegate comes off the mound, fields the ground ball, and makes the throw to Hildebrand covering over at first base, because the first baseman has to come crash in on the bunt attempt, so that leaves the second baseman trying to get over there, and he does just get his toe down in time to get the second out of the inning. However, it does its job. It'll advance runners to second and third with 2 outs now in the inning on a ground ball to the pitcher. First pitch to Welch is high, 1-0. 2 outs now in the inning. Applegate delivers the 1-0. Good looking off-speed pitch, 72 mile an hour, and you could see it from up here in the press box where I'm at. That ball had a ton of movement. 1-1 now in the count. Welch on the year has 6 hits. He's going to show bunt, pull it back, but it's going to find the zone anyway. On the outside corner, 1-2. A little bit surprised here by the bunt attempt, as there are 2 outs. The 1-2 pitch. High fastball, swings through it, and that'll end the inning. Applegate gets out of the jam, keeping the lead 1-0 Greyhounds, going out of the second inning and into the third. We'll be right back after this on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
If pre-planning your funeral is the furthest thing from your mind, take a moment to reflect on some of the things closest to your heart, such as your family and friends. Pre-planning your funeral will spare them the burden of making difficult decisions at a difficult time. For information about pre-planning a funeral, visit WallaceThompsonFuneralHomes.com or contact the family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes with locations in Peebles, Seaman, and Winchester. Trust in the family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes, providing the care and service that you and your family deserve.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
I'm proud to own and operate 3 locally rooted pharmacies: Bristow Pharmacy in Ripley, Donahue Pharmacy in Georgetown, and Sardinia Pharmacy in Sardinia. We offer everything a large pharmacy chain can, and quite a few things that they can't. In most cases, you're in and out within 5 minutes, receiving exactly what you need efficiently and compassionately. Our pricing is often equal to or better than competitors in our region, and our commitment to customer service is unmatched. If you have any questions or would like to learn more about our services, we'd love to hear from you.
The Greyhounds here in the top of the third will be Landon Doyle. He's playing left field. As we begin the third inning here at VA Memorial Stadium. First pitch from Kessler in there for a called strike 1. Doyle on the year, 52 at bats. As he swings and has a little ground ball to the third baseman, charging in hard. He's not going to get him, as Doyle will be able to beat that one out to first base. Nice hustle there by Doyle, as he will put a runner on with nobody out to lead off the inning for the Greyhounds. A little ground ball that looked more like a bunt. Full swing, but it worked out well, as the third baseman had to come a long way to get that one and could not quite make the throw from third. Nice play, though. Just a tick behind. Hildebrand comes up now to bat as he puts down the bunt attempt, but it carries off. Foul. 0-1 now the count. Manchester seems very content to play the small ball game. That's how they manufactured their first run. And just saw a bunt attempt from Hildebrand. I see another one as he gets it down the first base line, but it's going to carry over. Foul yet again, bringing the count to 0-2. Shout out to our season sponsor, Willie & Son Trucking. Get your motor running and roll on with Willie & Son Trucking. Does a lot to support the athletes in our area. I also see his sign out here at VA Memorial Stadium, as he is a big, big supporter of high school sports in Southern Ohio. The 0-2 from Kessler. Curveball stays high. And will be the first ball of this at bat for Traven Hildebrand, the leadoff batter for the Greyhounds. The 1-2. Outside for ball 2. Brings the count even. Hildebrand in the first inning had a ground ball to third base and was thrown out. 2-2. Reaches out, catches a piece of that one, and will stay alive there at the plate. On deck is Luke Applegate, followed by Clayton Colvin and Carson Inman. Doyle is on first base with nobody out in the inning. He takes his lead off, and the pitch stays low. Ball 3. Nice at bat here by Hildebrand. Got down early 0-2 and has taken 3 tough pitches to keep the count, bring the count now full. And the 3-2 pitch is way high and inside. That'll be a walk. Second walk given up so far by Kessler on the ball game. That'll put runners at first and second now with nobody out in the inning. With a dangerous hitter up, Luke Applegate. Applegate on the year, 57 at bats, 25 hits, good for a .439 average, a .600 on base percentage. Swings at the first pitch and skies it high to shallow center field. Center fielder races in, and Braden Burns will make the catch for the first out of the inning. Well, he got it into the outfield, which is what you're hoping for as a Greyhound fan. That way you can advance runners, hopefully to third base. However, it was shallow enough that they could not advance. So now there are still runners at first and second with 1 out in the inning. And Clayton Colvin up to bat. He swings at the first pitch as well. In foul play, catcher Colton Baxter makes a nice catch in full equipment for the second out of the inning. That was a tough play there by the catcher for the Panthers, Baxter, as he was fighting the sun and had to run a long way. There's a lot of foul ground here at the Paints Stadium, and that one stayed in play for the second out. That'll bring Carson Inman up now. As he swings at the first pitch, it's a hard line drive through the first base gap, but he hit it hard enough that the left fielder, Gabe Oates, makes a nice, runs in on it nicely and is able to get it before they can score a run. Bases are loaded now, however, as Inman records a base hit. And that'll be the third hit of the ball game for the Greyhounds. First one to leave the infield, actually. As, like I mentioned, the bases are now loaded. Doyle moved up to third, Hildebrand to second, and Inman to first base, with Parker Hayslip up to bat. As he swings at the first pitch, hard ground ball to short, and Gage Cheadle makes a nice diving stop and completes the throw to second to get the final out of the inning. Manchester still leading, though, 1-0 in the middle of 3 here on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Summer's almost here, and it's time to service your vehicle to prepare for those long road trips ahead. Bowling Automotive Service is here to help. Sardinia's local auto repair expert has built their reputation on hard work, integrity, and their auto repair expertise. Bowling Auto Service does battery, brakes, inspections, oil changes, tires, diagnostics, and more. Call Bowling Auto Service at 937-213-2046. Stop by 12702 Whitehouse Road in Sardinia, or visit them online at bowlingautomotiveservice.com.
With all the financial headlines, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Ron Lynch, can help. If you have more questions than answers about what's next, we can work together to help ensure you're prepared for your journey. After all, retirement isn't the end of the trek, it's a new beginning. Stop by our office at 481 Tucker Drive in Maysville. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Creating a memorial to honor a lost loved one is a time-honored tradition. Whether it's a graveside monument, a cremation monument, or a pet memorial, the craftsmen at Peebles Monument Company will walk you through every step of the process, from concept to completion. Visit Peebles Monument Company, located on North Main Street in Peebles, and online at peeblesmonument.com. Choose People's Monument Company because sharing the life story of a loved one with those who matter most isn't just important today, it's important forever.
Welcome back here. Going into the bottom of the third, VA Memorial Stadium. Manchester leading 1-0 here in this Division 6 district semifinal game. Luke Applegate's back on the mound for his third inning of work, and he will face Bryson Kessler, the 9-hole hitter for the Panthers. 84-mile-per-hour fastball, swing and a miss by Bryson Kessler for the first strike. Applegate working quickly, comes back, and the second pitch is outside for a ball. Thanks to Bertram Pharmacies for sponsoring this broadcast. Stop by any of their 3 locations, Donahue Pharmacy in Georgetown, Bristow Pharmacy in Ripley, and Sardinia Pharmacy. 1-1 now to Kessler. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. These Panther hitters thus far have been way behind Applegate's fastball. And the 1-2 pitch. He's going to try it again, but that one's going to stay high and bring the count even at 2-2. Hackathorn is doing the catching behind the plate. Kenton Butt on third. Parker Hayslip on short. The 2-2 is fouled back out of play. Traven Hildebrand at second. Carson Inman rounds out the infield at first base. This is the Magulac Tire roster report. Field set. Landon Doyle is in left, Clayton Colvin is in center, and Braylon Rickett in right field. The 2-2 curveball didn't quite come back down, and it'll bring the count full at 3-2. Defense playing at a normal depth, normal area, no shifts on. Oh, ouch. Foul ball gets by the catcher and catches home plate umpire Dan Croy flush in the shoulder. That is going to hurt. We're going to take a break and have him be looked at. So we'll be right back here on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Don't let a blown tire slow you down this season. Trust Magulac Tire Service in Hillsboro to keep you on the roll and in the field. At Magulac, they offer on-the-farm ag and tire service, saving you downtime and saving you money. Call Magulac Tire Service for all your tire needs at 937-364-2592 or stop in on Route 50 in Hillsboro. At Magulac Tire Service, their emphasis is on great service. That's more than just a slogan. That's the Magulac commitment every single day. Looking for the right path to your future? Let Ohio Means Jobs Adams Brown be your compass. With the PATH program, we'll guide you every step of the way. Whether you're navigating career planning, academic rewards, or paid work experience, PATH is your route to success. For ages 14 to 24, it's time to forge your path one opportunity at a time. Ready to step forward? Visit omjadamsbrown.org/path today and start paving the way to your brighter tomorrow. A division of APCAP must meet eligibility requirements. Funding is provided by TANF and WIOA and administered by ODJFS. Insurance protection for you and your family. John Wood Insurance has helped thousands of families with their insurance needs since 1891. For service you can trust, contact John Wood Insurance. In Georgetown at 937-378-4124, in Owensville at 513-732-2600, in West Union at 937-544-5505, or in Peebles at 937-587-2246. That's John Wood Insurance.
Dan Croy took a hard foul ball off his left shoulder, and I believe we are switching out home plate umpires, so they are going to get their equipment on and that kind of thing. But while we are waiting, I'm going to kind of give some information, as we do have SHAC district results for baseball, and some players in our league were named to these teams. We're going to start off with players from Manchester who were honored in this. First team, Division 6, Luke Applegate, was first team. Clayton Colvin and Traven Hildebrand, all from Manchester, were all first team honorees. Coach of the Year in Division 6 West Division, Trey Mead from Manchester. Second team was Carson Inman from Manchester. And then special mention was Landon Doyle, Braylon Rickett, and Parker Haslett. So a lot of honorees from this Manchester Greyhounds team. And now we will also take a look at other players from the Shack that were honored in this. First team Division 5 West results, Quinn Wells and Elam Faust, both from Lynchburg. And second team with Christian Beachy. Honorable mention, Division 5 West, Tanner Roberts and Harley Lewis from Lynchburg. And special mention is Caden Boone from Lynchburg. Other first team Division 6 results will be Braxton Vance from Eastern and Will Litzinger. Trace Evans and Maverick Winkler from North Adams. Bo Johnson, Braylon Stevens from Peebles, and Colin Toll from North Adams. Second team Division 6, Jaden Florence from Eastern. Nash Grooms from Peebles, Cooper Roush from North Adams. Honorable mention, Hunter Shively from North Adams, Crew Wilson and Caleb Johnson from Peebles, and Colston Schweitzer from Eastern. Special mention Division 6, that's Colin Sims from Peebles. First team Division 7, that's Isaiah Clift and Abe Flater from White Oak, as well as Ben Miller from Fairfield. Second team Division 7, that's Cameron Miller from Fairfield, and honorable mention is Caleb Rice from Fairfield. So congratulations to all of those gentlemen from the Shack on a year of hard work, as some of them are still playing. As I mentioned, we have the Manchester game this evening. Over on our sister station, C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, is Peebles taking on Waterford. You can catch that, either view or listen to that. If you are listening, you will have to use our app or our website, or you can watch that on Good Guys Radio TV on YouTube. Tuesday, we'll have two games for you. Lynchburg will take on Portsmouth from VA Memorial Stadium right here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV. 1:30 start. So go ahead and check in with your boss and see if you can watch or listen to that while you're at work, if you still have to work, because we definitely encourage that. Work less, play more. Fayetteville will also be taking on Middletown Christian at 5 p.m. from Fayetteville High School on C103 on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, we'll bring you White Oak versus South Webster at 2 p.m. from Logan High School. That'll be on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV. Also, check out, we will have, I believe, Fayetteville Softball won the district finals. Therefore, I believe it is custom to C103 that we will announce their game when they take on their Sweet 16 game. So stay tuned for our socials and other things like that to check out when we will be playing their game. That's a good plug for me to say. Follow our socials. Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, all of those good things. Those will keep you up to date with what's going on in the league, what's going on with our station, and hopefully just bring you some enjoyment. We have player interviews that we put on there. Everybody likes to watch. Just a lot of great information on our social media page, and I think you'll really enjoy if you drop us a follow and a like and scroll through some of our videos. So there was my little plug for the day. As we are still waiting on some umpires, so we're going to take another quick break, and hopefully we'll have some more information for you when we get back here on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Maysville Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're incredibly affordable with the lowest tuition rates in the entire state, accelerated with programs that can lead immediately to great careers, and personalized with small classes and hands-on learning. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at maysville.kctcs.edu.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Snappy Tomato Pizza.
The only thing better than pepperoni is more pepperoni, and Snappy's pepping up their game. Your favorite round pepperoni pizza just got an upgrade with even more of the bold, zesty flavor you crave on every single slice. For a limited time, grab a large, pepped-up pepperoni pizza for just $9.99. Hurry in or order online today and have a pep rally with pepped-up pepperoni.
Snappy Delivery.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Umpires got a little bit of a change going on. Anthony Sheets is going to be behind the plate now. Kevin Pickrell moves over to first base, and I did not get the gentleman's name that took over at third, but we do hope Mr. Danny Croy behind the plate is okay, as he took one off the collarbone. I believe reports were that they didn't feel anything broken, but they were going to send him for extra testing just to be sure. So we've just about got things cleared up, as I believe we're going to have a batter. Bryson Kessler is going to step back in, as he had a full count on him here in the bottom of the third, with leadoff batter in the bottom of the third, so nobody out, nobody on. And here we go. Kessler is up to bat with a 3-2. Called strike three as he rings him up. Catches the low outside corner, and that'll go down as the fifth strikeout of the game for Mr. Applegate. That is a tough pitch to take, and a tough pitch to... He made the perfect pitch in the perfect situation and gets the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Isaiah Cosby as he swings at the first pitch and fouls it off of himself for strike one. Applegate on the mound has worked through two strong innings thus far. And the 0-1 pitch, good looking breaking ball across the outside corner. That'll go down as strike two. 0-2 now the count on Isaiah Cosby. Struck out swinging in the first and strikes out swinging in the third as well. Drop third strike, but the batter is out as he made his way back to the dugout. And there's the second out of the inning. Applegate's off-speed pitch is working today, as that is the sixth strikeout of the ball game now. And that'll bring up Colton Baxter, the senior. Doing a nice job behind the plate for the Panthers as he takes the first pitch high and inside for a ball. Manchester's leading 1-0 here in the bottom of the third. 2 outs now as Baxter steps in. Off-speed pitch stays high for a ball. 2-0 now the count. But Hayslip, Hildebrand, and Inman make up the infield with Hackathorn behind the plate. The 2-0 pitch is a ground ball to short. Hayslip fields, makes a throw, comes off the bag, but Inman does a nice job tracking the ball and makes the tag on the runner coming up the line for the third out of the inning. 1-2-3 go the Panthers in the third. We'll be right back after this on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxter Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxter Tractor.
C103, 99.5 The Edge, and Good Guys Radio TV are your source for everything local, from Shack basketball.
Shot by Osborne, 3 on the buzzer!
To Shack Baseball.
Wells is going to drive. He makes it. He's safe.
Western Brown Football.
Throws it towards the end zone, and it's complete.
To Shack Volleyball.
Hatton for the kill. It's good.
Local fairs, festivals, and more.
Ire to the finish line.
Crosses the line to get the victory.
Never miss a moment with C103, 99.5 The Edge, and Good Guys Radio TV.
Big box home improvement stores don't brag about their customer service and knowledgeable staff, and that's because they rarely have either one. Do you really want electrical and plumbing advice from a person who was assembling patio furniture yesterday? Nope. Get what you need from the pros at West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply. They now have an expanded hardware line to complement the electrical and plumbing parts, plus handy tips and advice to help you get the job done. West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply, 1 block south of the courthouse on Walnut Street in West Union. Richmond Insurance Agency.
Welcome back here to VA Memorial Stadium. We have the pitcher still getting warmed up as the catcher makes his way out there. I'd like to give a shout out to Southern State Community College. Begin your pathway to completion today with Southern State Community College at sscc.edu. Thanks to Southern State sponsoring our baseball coverage. Also, listen in before the game. It's Between the Baselines, brought to you by Ron Lynch at Edward Jones Investments. Listen in early and let Ron help you plan early for your future. Also, like to say, if you want, you can listen over on C103 or search up on Good Guys Radio TV. Peebles is taking on Waterford over there as well. Tune in. Kessler, first pitch is high and inside on Braylon Rickett, leadoff batter in the 4th for the Greyhounds, for ball 1. On deck is James Hackathorn, and Kenton Butt follows him. That ball stays high as well, 2-0 now on Rickett. In the 2nd inning, Rickett reached on a fielder's choice and was stranded at second as he takes that pitch high for a ball. 3-0 now the count on Manchester's right fielder. One of the many seniors on this ball club. And that pitch will hit him, as he was going to get first base either way. He just took the hard route about it. That'll be the first hit by pitch of the ball game, given up by Kessler. And that'll put a runner on first base to lead off the inning. Coach is going to call time, and he's going to go out and talk to his pitcher on the mound. I don't know if we're going to see a pitching change exactly. I think he's just going to have a conversation, try and calm him down. As like I mentioned, Kessler is just a freshman, so he's got a lot left to learn, and but I believe we are going to see a pitching change. So we will be right back after this on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Richmond Insurance Agency has proudly served the citizens and businesses of Adams County and surrounding areas since 1926. Their goal is to provide caring and personalized service while assisting their clients' insurance needs. Whether you need insurance coverage for your home, auto, business, or farm, they can help. They also write life insurance policies to protect your family against unfortunate events. Richmond Insurance Agency, conveniently located on the Courthouse Square in West Union at 212 North Market Street. Call 937-544-2326.
At the National Bank of Adams County, we have a lot more than money invested in Adams County. We've invested our time, our interests, our heritage. We were born here and have been an important part of this community for years. That's why we can offer financial services that truly meet your needs. If you're looking for a bank that keeps its focus local, look to us at 218 North Market Street in West Union. We're ready to help you grow your business or your family, and that will help this community grow as well.
The National Bank of Adams County, keeping it local. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If pre-planning your funeral is the furthest thing from your mind, take a moment to reflect on some of the things closest to your heart, such as your family and friends. Pre-planning your funeral will spare them the burden of making difficult decisions at a difficult time. For information about pre-planning a funeral, visit WallaceThompsonFuneralHomes.com or contact the family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes with locations in Peebles, Seaman, and Winchester. Trust in the family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes, providing the care and service that you and your family deserve.
Here on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV. We had a pitching change, and they're still warming up the pitcher. That pitcher is going to be Carson McWhorter. Wears the number 8. Previously was playing second base, and we're just going to have a straight swap from pitcher to second as Bryson Kessler will move over to second now, and McWhorter will come pitch. On the year, McWhorter is their ace as he has 59 and a third innings pitched, so quite a bit. Pitched in 10 games, has a 7-3 record. And the first attempt will be a pickoff attempt to first base. And boy, that was close. Pickerel over there at first will call him safe. He said he got back in time. Rickett attempted to slide, and he didn't quite get to the bag, but he made it in time before the first baseman, Landon Brown, tagged him. So Rickett still stands over at first base. He is attempting to steal second on the pitch, and there he will be out. As Rickett is thrown out on the attempted steal for the first out of the inning. Nice throw there by Colton Baxter from home, as the first pitch to Hackathorn was outside for ball one. McWhorter on the year, a 1.41 ERA as he throws the second pitch in for a strike. 1-1 now the count. A 1.18 whip. The 1-1 pitch to Hackathorn. Cut on for a strike. And Hackathorn begins walking off, but I was going to say I only have it as strike two. So did everybody else. 1-2 now the count on Hackathorn. McWhorter delivers. And there's strike three as it catches the outside corner for the second out of the inning. That's a strikeout looking by Hackathorn, and will be the first strikeout of the ball game for Carson McWhorter. Kessler finishes up his line as Kitten Butt swings at the first pitch for strike one. He had one strikeout, gave up 2 walks, 3 hits, 1 hit by pitch, stranded 4, and had 1 run. Second pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. McWhorter is definitely dialing it up there and throwing in heat. 285-mile-per-hour fastball swung on and missed back-to-back. And there it is again. This one 84, still swung on and missed. 3 straight strikes. Sits down Kenton Butt for the third out of the inning. Manchester still leads, though, in the middle of 4. We'll be right back after this on Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components and 99.5 The Edge.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
I'm proud to own and operate 3 locally rooted pharmacies: Bristow Pharmacy in Ripley, Donahue Pharmacy in Georgetown, and Sardinia Pharmacy in Sardinia. We offer everything a large pharmacy chain can, and quite a few things that they can't. In most cases, you're in and out within 5 minutes, receiving exactly what you need efficiently and compassionately. Our pricing is often equal to or better than competitors in our region, and our commitment to customer service is unmatched. If you have any questions or would like to learn more about our services, we'd love to hear from you.
Summer's almost here, and it's time to service your vehicle to prepare for those long road trips ahead. Bowling Automotive Service is here to help. Sardinia's local auto repair expert has built their reputation on hard work, integrity, and their auto repair expertise. Bowling Auto Service does batteries, brakes, inspections, oil changes, tires, diagnostics, and more. Call Bowling Auto Service at 937-213-2046. Stop by 12702 Whitehouse Road in Sardinia, or visit them online at bowlingautomotiveservice.com.
Here as we enter the bottom of the 4th, VA Memorial Stadium, Division 6 district semifinal game between our Manchester Greyhounds, the 5 seed, and the Southeastern Panthers, the 4 seed. Manchester leads 1-0 here in the bottom of the 4th. Luke Applegate's still on the mound as he has started this game. And first pitch is swung at for strike 1. That's Gage Cheadle up to bat now. And second pitch is taken inside for a ball. 1-1 evens the count. Cheadle in the first inning struck out swinging one of Applegate's 6 strikeouts thus far. And the 1-1 just low for a ball. 2-1 now the count. Applegate doing a nice job staying in his rhythm, not letting base runners get on to affect him, as that pitch is cut on and missed as well. 85-mile-per-hour fastball swung through. 2-2 now the count on Cheadle. Cheadle is dangerous hitter. .484 average entering this ball game. And the 2-2 just outside for ball 3. Makes the count full. .605 on base percentage with 30 hits on the year. The 3-2 is hammered to left field, but he got just a little bit in front of it and will send it foul. Ball caught a lot of the plate. That was one of those Applegate sent up there and said, here it is, see if you can hit it. And Cheadle caught a lot of it, just a tick early, and sent it foul. So we'll do it again. 3-2. Stays high. That'll be the 3rd walk of the ball game. And we'll put a runner on first base as Cheadle makes his way down. Brings up Braden Burns, the center fielder. He got on in the 2nd inning with a walk, led off the 2nd, and made it all the way to third base where he was stranded in the 2nd. So Cheadle is at first base now with nobody out. Applegate fires in ball 1. Stayed inside. Your local auto repair expert, Bowling Automotive, is proud to bring you Shack Baseball. Get ready to roll for the summer driving season at Bowling Auto in Sardinia. And the 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed. 1-1 the count. Cheadle is on first base. Batting now is Braden Burns. On deck, Carson McWhorter, and in the hole, C.J. Huff. Pickoff attempt to first base is late, but keeps Cheadle honest over there. First baseman is Carson Inman. Second is Traven Hildebrand. Parker Haslett plays short, and Kenton Butt is at third. Another pickoff attempt to first is late. In the outfield, Landon Doyle is in left, Clayton Colvin in center, and Braylon Rickett is in right. Bunt attempt is pulled back, and that's inside. 2-1 the count. Scoreboard has 3-0, but I believe it's I thought he swung at a pitch. Scoreboard has 3-0. I have 2-1. All right, it's 3-1. Everybody was confused. Mr. Anthony Sheets, home plate umpire, said it was 3-1. And he takes the 3-1 pitch high for ball 4. Back-to-back walks will put runners on first and second. And Coach Trey Mead is going to come out. He also only had a 2-1 count, looks like to me. He's going to argue that it should not have been 3-1, which is what I had as well, but usually no one asks me what I have, so it doesn't matter. But I'm sure we're going to have a brief and friendly discussion about it anyway down at home plate. As it stands right now, there are runners on first and second after back-to-back walks. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th. Manchester is leading this ball game 1-0. Yeah, and we are going to pull Mr. Burns back to home plate as Trey Mead wins that argument. And that'll bring that last pitch will bring the count to 3-1. So he doesn't get first quite yet. Applegate still gets a chance here to fight back. We'll get inside the game with the Adams County Regional Medical Center coaches' comments after our final out, presented by ACRMC Family Medicine. The 3-1 pitch is low. He'll get first base anyway. Now back-to-back walks have runners at first and second with nobody out, and the 5-hole hitter Carson McWhorter up to bat. He will get a chance to do a little damage and help himself out on the mound, as he is the pitcher now. Trey Mead will come out and have a conversation with Applegate. and they will talk a little strategy. We're not going to have a pitching change, just talk a little strategy about what they want to do. Runners on first and second with nobody out. Thanks once again to our season sponsors, including Backslash Tractor Sales in Seaman and Batavia, your local dealer for Kubota, Land Pride, Exmark, and more. Make sure to check out Backslash Tractor Sales and their nice selection there. I would also like to point out that we've been broadcasting that Dirt Track is going to be back this Sunday, May 24th at Mud Lake Valley. However, that has been canceled due to rain and will be postponed to a later date. So we hope that we can still bring that to you, but it will not be this Sunday, so there will not be any Dirt Track on C103 tomorrow. But as I mentioned, hopefully we will get that in our schedule again later. So just like to clarify once again, the Dirt Track race for tomorrow is canceled as of now. All right, we have a batter now, and he will put down a bunt attempt, but it will go foul. Carson McWhorter fouls off the first pitch for strike one. Carson Inman was going after that, chasing it, as it did catch a little bit of the air on the bunt attempt. However, he couldn't get over there quite quick enough to catch that in the air and get the first out. The 0-1 pitch from Applegate. Bunt attempt is missed on that off-speed pitch, and that'll bring him up in the count 0-2. Beautiful evening here at VA Memorial Stadium. Always a nice time coming here. 0-2. High and inside for ball one. This is one of the rare places in high school ball where you get to see dugouts that are actually dug out of the ground as the players get to stand up against the fence. And that pitch will land for strike three. Catches the lower inside corner. And the first out of the inning is a strikeout looking by Carson McWhorter. That'll be the 7th strikeout of the game for Applegate, as that is exactly what the doctor ordered for Manchester, with runners on first and second, now 1 out. That'll bring up C.J. Huff. Takes the first pitch just inside for ball one. Huff walked in the second and was stranded at second base. Runner at second leads off. Applegate looks him back and fires an 86-mile-per-hour fastball. Swung and missed for strike one. 1-1 now. The 1-1 is inside for a ball, bringing the count to 2-1. Get rolling before each game with Magulac Tire Service starting lineups. Remember Magulac Tire Service for all your tire needs on the road or on the farm. Wonderful people up there at Magulac in between Lynchburg and Hillsboro. That pitch is high and inside for a ball. The throw down on the steal attempt, he is out. Beautiful throw from Hackathorn behind the plate. And they get the lead runner trying to go to third for the second out of the inning on a caught stealing. Braden Burns will advance to second. So still a runner in scoring position, but now with 2 outs in the inning. A 3-1 count on C.J. Huff as that ball missed inside. But Hackathorn nails the lead runner trying to steal there. And he'll walk him. 3rd walk in the inning now for Applegate. That makes 5 on the ball game. And that'll bring up Landon Brown, the first baseman for the Panthers. In the second inning, he grounded out to the pitcher on the second pitch. Swings through the first fastball for strike one. Manchester is leading this ball game 1-0 here in the 4th. Second pitch is low. 1-1 now the count. The 1-1 pitch stays high. 2-1 now. Applegate having a little bit of trouble this inning, finding the zone. as he has walked 3 batters and got a little help from his catcher Hackathorn by throwing out the lead runner attempting to steal third earlier. Ooh, good looking fastball, 84 mile an hour, swung on and missed. Even the count at 2-2. 2 outs as well in the inning. Runners on first and second. Applegate just needs one more to get out of this jam in the 4th. The 2-2 pitch. Swung through, strike 3. Applegate gets his 8th strikeout and gets out of the jam in the 4th. Still leading 1-0. Manchester on top. We'll be right back after this on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
With all the financial headlines, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Ron Lynch, can help. If you have more questions and answers about what's next, we can work together to help ensure you're prepared for your journey. After all, retirement isn't the end of the trek, it's a new beginning. Stop by our office at 481 Tucker Drive in Maysville. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Creating a memorial to honor a lost loved one is a time-honored tradition. Whether it's a graveside monument, a cremation monument, or a pet memorial, the craftsmen at Peebles Monument Company will walk you through every step of the process, from concept to completion. Visit Peebles Monument Company, located on North Main Street in Peebles, and online at peeblesmonument.com. Choose Peebles Monument Company because sharing the life story of a loved one with those who matter most isn't just important today, it's important forever.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Welcome back to VA Memorial Stadium as McWhorter is back on the mound for the Panthers, and he blows a fastball by Landon Doyle to lead off the 5th inning. The right-hander misses high. 1-1 now the count on Doyle. He shakes off his catcher and throws a 70 mile per hour with a lot of movement. Swung on and missed by Doyle. 1-2 now the count to the 9-hole hitter for the Greyhounds. On deck is Traven Hildebrand. In the hole, Luke Applegate. In the 3rd, Doyle reached on a base hit. However, he looks at strike 3. And that'll be the first out of the 5th inning for the Greyhounds. Up now is Traven Hildebrand. He is 0 for 1 thus far with a walk. Was stranded at second in the 3rd. Takes first pitch in there for a called strike. McWhorter has faced 3 batters thus far. He also has 3 strikeouts. Second pitch. Bunt attempt is shown, but he did not go. He pulled it back in time. That'll bring the count even 1-1, as that was outside. McWhorter working from the full windup. Has a quick windup, though. As he delivers the 1-1, and Hildebrand swings and misses, bringing the count to 1-2. There's definitely a little bit of a speed gap going on, as Kessler was only throwing low to mid-70s on his fastball, and McWhorter came in and is throwing mid-80s on his fastball, but he just threw an off-speed pitch that had Hildebrand tied up, swinging at strike 3 for the 2nd out of the inning. That off-speed pitch was only 68 mile per hour with a lot of movement. Applegate steps in now, and we'll look at strike 1. The best thing, when you're a pitcher and you're on, if you're able to mix up your pitches like McWhorter's doing, keep him guessing. You're going to do well, but Applegate guesses on that one right as he hits a high fly ball out into center field. Goes all the way to the wall. Applegate rounds second. He's going to try for third. Center fielder Burns throws in a nice throw, but it's going to be offline. Applegate reaches third safely with a 2-out triple here in the top of the 5th. Well struck ball out to center field. Got by the center fielder and went clear to the wall. Applegate rounded second and dove into third with a triple. So we now have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs and Clayton Colvin up to bat. Easily the hardest hit ball of the game by either team, and that'll be the 4th hit of the ball game for the Greyhounds. First pitch from McWhorter stays outside for a ball. First extra base hit of the ball game for either team here in the 5th. Pickoff attempt to third. McWhorter has a nice quick pickoff attempt. I will give him that. He almost got Rickett earlier, and that was a quick one to third base. The 1-0 pitch to the lefty Colvin. Swings and fouls that one backward to even the count at 1. On deck is Carson Inman. He has been on twice, so if we can get back to him. McWhorter reads the sign and delivers the 1-1 to Colvin. Off-speed pitch stays outside, 2-1 now the count. A lot of room here in foul play and behind the plate at Chillicothe Paint Stadium. Passed ball could mean a run for the Greyhounds. As Colvin hits a high chopper to second base, he's going to try and beat this one out, but second baseman Kessler makes a nice strong throw across the diamond, and that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. Runner stranded at third for the Greyhounds, but they still lead 1-0. They're in the middle of the 5th. We'll be right back after this on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Don't let a blown tire slow you down this season. Trust Maggulac Tire Service in Hillsboro to keep you on the roll and in the field. At Maggulac, they offer on-the-farm ag and tire service, saving you downtime and saving you money. Call Maggulac Tire Service for all your tire needs at 937-364-2592 or stop in on Route 50 in Hillsboro. At Maggulac Tire Service, their emphasis is on great service. That's more than just a slogan, that's the Maggulac commitment every single day. Looking for the right path to your future? Let Ohio Means Jobs Adams Brown be your compass. With the PATH program, we'll guide you every step of the way. Whether you're navigating career planning, academic rewards, or paid work experience, PATH is your route to success. For ages 14 to 24, it's time to forge your path one opportunity at a time. Ready to step forward? Visit omjadamsbrown.org/path today and start paving the way to your brighter tomorrow. A division of APCAM must meet eligibility requirements. Funding is provided by TANF and WIOA and administered by ODJFS. Insurance protection for you and your family. John Wood Insurance has helped thousands of families with their insurance needs since 1891. For service you can trust, contact John Wood Insurance. In Georgetown at 937-378-4124. In Owensville at 513-732-2600. In West Union at 937-544-5505. Or in Peebles at 937-587-2246. That's John Wood Insurance.
On the mound for the Greyhounds, pitching a nice ball game. I'd like to give a quick shout out to our producer in the station, Sarah Rigdon. She has done a wonderful job all season and all of this evening as well. Also like to give a big shout out to Matt Hildebrand, producing our Good Guys Radio TV coverage for today. He does a wonderful job all season as well. Leading off now for the Panthers in the bottom of the 5th is Landon Welch, the left fielder, against Applegate. In the 2nd inning, he went down on a strikeout swinging. Bunt attempt. He pulls it back, and that'll be outside for a ball. The 1-0 just inside. 2-0 now the count on Welch. Applegate struggled a little bit with his command in the past few innings. We'll see if he can be aggressive and attack hitters here. As that one is way inside, gets back to the backstop. Thankfully, no one was on base, so no one advances. But it does bring the count to 3-0 on the 8-hole hitter for the Panthers. Applegate has walked 5, but he has canceled a lot of those with 8 strikeouts. Make that walked 6, as that is ball 4. Welch takes over on first base. And that will bring up Bryson Kessler, the 9-hole hitter. Just a freshman on this ball club, but he does a nice job on the mound, and he has made a nice play at second base in this game as well. Pickoff attempt to first base is late as Welch gets back in time. First pitch to Kessler is high for a ball. James Hackathorn doing a wonderful job behind the plate for the Greyhounds this evening. He receives the 1-0 pitch, but it's going to get over his head and back to the backstop. Running to second base will be Landon Welch on a wild pitch. 2-0 now. The count on Kessler. With a runner now in scoring position. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. 1-0. The score still Manchester leading. Third base is Kenton Butt. Parker Hayslip is at short. Traven Hildebrand is at second. And first baseman is Carson Inman. That is your infield for the Greyhounds. 2-0. Just inside. 3-0 now the count on the 9-hole hitter. Landon Doyle, Clayton Colvin, and Braylon Rickett. That's left, center, and right field for you. That's your Magulac Tire Service roster report. The 3-0 finds the zone, bringing the count to 3-1 now on the 9-hole hitter for the Panthers. You've got to feel that if you're a Greyhound fan, this is one you've got to have before you get back to the top of the lineup. And Applegate fires in a fastball to bring the count full at 3-2. I think this would also go over as a little bit of a win for Applegate in his head, just to know he can keep throwing strikes here. 3-2. Slow, ball 4. Well, that'll put runners on first and second now with the 7th walk of the ball game for Applegate. And Trey Mead is going to have a visit to the mound. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back after this on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Maysville Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're incredibly affordable with the lowest tuition rates in the entire state, accelerated with programs that can lead immediately to great careers, and personalized with small classes and hands-on learning. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at maysville.kctcs.edu.
Back here in the bottom of the 5th. Runners on first and second now for Southeastern, as they have nobody out yet in the inning. And Isaiah Cosby, the leadoff batter, not the leadoff, I apologize, the first batter in their lineup, will come back up to the plate for his 3rd at bat of the ballgame. First 2 batters of this inning have reached on walks. And Applegate will make a pickoff attempt to second. Threw it in the dirt. Nice pick by Hayslip to keep the runner at second. Cosby thus far in the game is 0 for 2. He has struck out swinging twice in the 1st and in the 3rd. First pitch in there. Strike 1. I believe the message from Trey Mead might have been something like, "You've been throwing strikes all game, kid, and they haven't been able to hit you yet, so just keep pounding the zone." However, he swings hard at that one. Is it fair or is it foul? Oh, it's going to be foul. Hit a hard line drive out to right field, but it goes foul and brings the count to 0-2. Isaiah Cosby, the designated hitter for the Panthers. He caught up to that one just a little bit late. 0-2 pitch. Swung on, grounded to third base. Fielded and steps on the bag as a third baseman, Kenton Butt. He makes the throw to first base, and it was just a little bit off the line. Inman tried to make the tag at first, however, he didn't get him in time. And that'll go down as 1 out. It'll go down as a fielder's choice. Isaiah Cosby reaches at first. However, Landon Welch is out for the first out of the inning, trying to go from second to third. So, still runners on first and second. However, there is 1 out now. And that'll bring up the 2-hole hitter, Colton Baxter. First pitch to Baxter is fouled off to the backstop. Strike 1. He is 0 for 2. He has hit the ball on the ground twice, first to second and in the third to shortstop. Been thrown out both times. Applegate delivers the 0-1 pitch. Low. Blocked by Hackathorn, but the runner at second's going to go. Nice throw by Hackathorn, but it will be late, as runners will take second and third. So now Kessler is on third with 1 out, and Cosby is on second. That pitch was a ball. 1-1 now the count on the 2-hole hitter, Colton Baxter. Applegate delivers. Fastball fouled off to the right side, out of play. Brings the count to 1-2. Be interested to see where Applegate goes here. He can either go with the high heat, trying to blow it by Baxter, or with the off-speed pitch, which has been working all day. Here it comes. He went with the heat, and Baxter was late, fouls it off onto the right side to stay alive. Stay with us after the final out as we step behind the mic with the Driving Authority to talk with our athletes. Thanks to the Driving Authority, your Southern Ohio Drivers Education School. Be sure to check out that interview as well on our Facebook page. The 1-2, swung on and missed. Nice pitch there by Applegate for his 9th strikeout of the ball game. Gets the second out of the inning. He is not out of the fire yet, though. Still runners on second and third. 2 outs down now. Gage Cheadle, top batter for the Panthers, steps in the box. This young man coming into the game was batting .484 an average. Off-speed pitch, swung out on the first. Hayslip makes a diving stop, throws to first, not in time. Cheadle beats it out, infield hit. However, Hayslip might have saved a run there by fielding that on the infield and not allowing the runner from second to score as well. That will go down as an RBI single to the shortstop for Cheadle, and he'll be safe at first. Kessler will score. However, like I mentioned, I believe Hayslip saved a run by not allowing that to go clear out into left field and keeping the runner at bay at third. So Southeastern ties the game at 1 here in the 5th. And stepping in now will be Braden Burns, the center fielder. That is the first hit of the ball game for the Panthers. And we have some sort of delay here. I'm not exactly sure. I believe Hackathorn might be giving some signs out into Applegate and the infield. Cheadle on first now. Cosby on third. 2 outs. Cheadle takes second with a stolen base. It'll be the first of the ball game given up by the Greyhounds. That ball was low. Swung through and missed, strike 1. 1-1 now the count. That run seems to have ignited a little bit the players and the fans of Southeastern. Got them back in this game. They're definitely more vocal than they were. The 1-1 pitch stays outside. 2-1 now the count on the 4-hole hitter for the Panthers. Applegate checks the runners and delivers the 1-1. Swung through and missed. 2-2 the count. I apologize. 2-2 the count now. Well, I mentioned before this game started, I was expecting a pitcher's duel, low scoring. And it has delivered thus far. The 2-2 stays just outside. Good pitch, tough one to lay off by Burns, but he does, and brings the count full. Well, the 3-2 pitch here in the bottom of the fifth with 2 outs is going to stay low. Nice at bat there by Burns as he works the walk and loads the bases here. Trey Meade is going to leave Applegate out there. He is going to let him fight his fires. And that'll bring up Carson McWhorter, the second baseman for the Panthers. He is 0 for 2 on the ball game. Has struck out twice, once swinging, once looking. That sure wouldn't be a bad thing if you're a Manchester fan right about now. There are 2 outs with the bases loaded in the fifth, tied at 1. Foul ball off the catcher's mask. It'll go back into the backstop. 0-1 the count. Home plate umpire is going to go deliver Applegate a ball. He's going to check on Hackathorn, make sure that foul ball didn't hit him too hard where he can't continue. Hackathorn says he's okay. Cosby on third, Cheadle on second, and Burns on first. Cheadle on second after the first hit of the ball game for the Panthers, an RBI single. Applegate delivers the 0-1, stays inside for a ball. 1-1 now the count. Infield plays standard positions. Nobody is holding a runner on. The 1-1 pitch. In there for a called strike. 1-2 now, the count on McWhorter. This is a great opportunity for him to give himself some run support, as he is the pitcher for the Panthers. No. And Applegate steps off the mound. Calls time. As the sun is just starting to set here at VA Memorial Stadium. Lights came on. The 1-2 inside for a ball. 2-2 now. That's what the old timers call a little bit of chin music, as he got that way inside. It's a good chance to set up your off-speed stuff outside, though. Not a bad pitch. As he does throw an off-speed pitch, but he hits it in the gap, and that's going to get through. In comes 1 run. Rounding third comes Cheadle, and he will score 2. The Panthers take a 3-1 lead now as Carson McWhorter hits not a well-hit ground ball, but a well-placed ground ball in between shortstop and third base, and he will score 2. That'll go down as a soft hit ball to the shortstop. Doesn't always matter how hard you hit him. It matters where you hit him, and in that case, he hit it in the right spot. As that will give Southeastern the lead here in the bottom of the fifth, 3-1 now. And Applegate comes right back and drills C.J. Huff, which will load the bases. That cannot feel good. 86-mile-per-hour fastball off the back. Does a nice job just getting up and walking to first base. That'll advance Burns to third, McWhorter to second, and now Huff to first. Trey Meade will call time, as he's going to make a pitching change. We'll be right back after this on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Snappy Tomato Pizza.
The only thing better than pepperoni is more pepperoni, and Snappy's pepping up their game. Your favorite round pepperoni pizza just got an upgrade with even more of the bold, zesty flavor you crave on every single slice. For a limited time, grab a large, pepped-up pepperoni pizza for just $9.99. Hurry in or order online today and have a pep rally with pepped-up pepperoni.
Snappy Delivery.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Welcome back to VA Memorial Stadium, where we have a pitching change for the Greyhounds. I believe as of right now, it's going to be a straight switch. They're going to send Braylon Rickett to the mound and send Luke Applegate out to right field. Rickett comes in needing one out to get out of this jam in the fifth. Bases are loaded. Landon Brown is up to bat for the Panthers. Rickett's first pitch gets by Hackathorn, the catcher, goes all the way to the fence, and they score a run. Another one is coming around, but he will hold at third as Hackathorn gets to the ball. That'll make the score 4-1, Panthers of Southeastern. That'll go down as ball one and a wild pitch on Rickett. Braden Burns is the runner that scored from third. Advancing to third is McWhorter, and advancing to second is C.J. Huff. Second pitch, catches the zone, 1-1 now the count. The 1-1, high for a ball, 2-1 now. As I was mentioning, Luke Applegate goes out to right field now on the straight switch as he replaced Brickett. Rickett. His 2-1 stays outside, bringing the count to 3-1. On Landon Brown, he is the ninth batter to come to the plate in this fifth inning for the Panthers, as they have scored all 4 of their runs in this inning. And we will have another walk as Brown reaches. And that'll send Landon Welch to the plate. Already in this inning, he has a walk. He was out on a fielder's choice for the first out of the inning. And that pitch is high, gets by Hackathorn, the catcher. Another run will score as McWhorter comes home to make the score 5-1, Southeastern. That'll advance Brown to second and Huff to third. And that'll be ball one on Welch. There have been 4 walks in this fifth inning for the Greyhounds. 2 hits. Pitch catches the zone. Strike one called. 1-1 now on the left fielder. Welch is 0 for 1 thus far. That off-speed pitch stays high. 2-1 now the count. Runners at second and third, 2 outs in the inning. The Panthers have scored 5 straight runs after having 2 outs in this inning. And that ball stays high. 3-1 now the count on the 8-hole hitter. The 3-1 pitch. Inside, off-speed pitch. Ball 4, he walks him. Yeah, that'll put Welch at first. And the other runners will have to stay, and that'll bring Bryson Kessler up to bat for the second time in this inning. He reached on a walk and scored earlier in this inning. Off-speed pitch is outside. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 pitch outside as well. 2-0 now. Manchester does still have plenty of opportunities to come back in this game. They're only down 4, and they get to bat at least 2 more times. There's a strike. 2-1 now the count on Kessler. Third baseman is Kenton Butt. Parker Hayslip plays short. Traven Hildebrand at second, and Carson Inman at first base. The 2-1 is swung on and missed. Strike 2. Doyle in left, Colvin in center, and Luke Applegate in right field. The 2-2. Ooh, just outside. Good take there by Kessler to bring the count full. 3-2. Rickett reads the sign. It's into his windup. The 3-2. Catches the corner of the zone. Strike 3 called. Anthony Sheets will ring him up for the 3rd out of the inning. Manchester now trails 5-1 here going into the 6th inning. We'll be right back after this on 99.5 The Edge on Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxler Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxter Tractor.
C103 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV are your source for everything local. From Shack basketball
Shot by Osborne, 3 on the buzzer!
to Shack baseball,
Wells is going to try. He makes it. He's safe.
Western Brown football,
Throws it towards the end zone, and it's complete!
to Shack volleyball,
Hatton for the kill, it's good.
local fairs, festivals, and more.
Ire to the finish line.
Crosses the line to get the victory.
Never miss a moment with C103 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV.
Big box home improvement stores don't brag about their customer service and knowledgeable staff, and that's because they rarely have either one. Do you really want electrical and plumbing advice from a person who was assembling patio furniture yesterday? Nope. Get what you need from the pros at West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply. They now have an expanded hardware line to complement the electrical and plumbing parts, plus handy tips and advice to help you get the job done. West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply, 1 block south of the courthouse on Walnut Street in West Union.
Welcome back. McWhorter finishes with his warm-up pitches in the top of the 6th. And standing into bat now is Carson Inman, trying to get some of those runs back as they now trail 5-1 after that last half inning. McWhorter still on the mound, has took over in the 4th, has done a wonderful job since the 4th inning. And he delivers the first pitch in there for strike 1. Second pitch stays outside. 1-1 now the count. Before or after the game, or even during the game, any time is a good time for Snappy Tomato Pizza. Order online at snappytomatopizza.com. The 1-1 pitch stays inside. Or download Snappy's app for great deals. It's a great way to order. The 2-1. Catches the outside of the zone. 2-2 now the count on the Greyhounds' first baseman. Inman, so far on the game, is 1 for 1. However, he looks at strike 3. And that'll be the first out of the inning for the Greyhounds. That is the 5th strikeout recorded by McWhorter. And that'll bring up Parker Hayslip. Hayslip has scored the only run of the ball game thus far for the Greyhounds. Looks at the first pitch in there, called strike one. McWhorter delivers the 0-1. Stays outside. Not a bad spot for a pitch, as I saw the catcher was set up there, so I'd say that's exactly where they wanted it. Hayslip just did a nice job with discipline at the plate, holding off. The off-speed pitch catches the zone, 1-2. Tough call there against Hayslip. Time called as ball makes its way on the field. Looks like Hildebrand over there warming up, maybe to pitch in the next inning. The 1-2 pitch to Hayslip is on its way. Ends up high for a ball, 2-2 now. Hayslip got a single in the first and scored, and grounded out to the shortstop in the third. And off-speed pitch finds the zone. Strike three called for the second out of the inning. 2 down here in the top of the 6th. That'll bring Braylon Rickett up to bat for the Greyhounds. He is 0 for 1 thus far on the ball game. Has reached twice, but has been stranded and caught stealing thus far. He was hit by a pitch in the 4th. Watches the ball high. McWhorter blows one by him for strike one. 1-1 now the count on the 6-hole hitter for the Greyhounds. That pitch is a called strike, catches the low end of the zone. 1-2 now the count. McWhorter does a nice job painting the corners. And he throws up a curveball. That'll end the inning. 3 strikeouts for the Greyhounds. Sends them down packing. They are currently trailing, 5-1 here going in the middle of the 6th. We will be right back after this on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Richmond Insurance Agency has proudly served the citizens and businesses of Adams County and surrounding areas since 1926. Their goal is to provide caring and personalized service while assisting their clients' insurance needs. Whether you need insurance coverage for your home, auto, business, or farm, they can help. They also write life insurance policies to protect your family against unfortunate events. Richmond Insurance Agency, conveniently located on the Courthouse Square in West Union at 212 North Market Street. Call 937-544-2326.
At the National Bank of Adams County, we have a lot more than money invested in Adams County. We've invested our time, our interests, our heritage. We were born here and have been an important part of this community for years. That's why we can offer financial services that truly meet your needs. If you're looking for a bank that keeps its focus local, look to us at 218 North Market Street in West Union. We're ready to help you grow your business or your family, and that will help this community grow as well.
The National Bank of Adams County, keeping it local. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If pre-planning your funeral is the furthest thing from your mind, take a moment to reflect on some of the things closest to your heart, such as your family and friends. Pre-planning your funeral will spare them the burden of making difficult decisions at a difficult time. For information about pre-planning a funeral, visit WallaceThompsonFuneralHomes.com or contact the family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes with locations in Peebles, Seaman, and Winchester. Trust in the family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes, providing the care and service that you and your family deserve.
As we have a change on the mound. Traven Hildebrand takes over for the Greyhounds. And it looks like we got a change out there in the field as well. I believe Luke Applegate will move over to shortstop. Parker Hayslip takes over at second base. In left field is Landon Doyle. Center field, I believe, is still Clayton Colvin. First base, Carson Inman. Kenton Butt is at third. James Hackathorn is still catching. And in right field is Braylon Rickett does go back out to right field. That ends the book on both Applegate and Rickett from the mound. And that'll bring up the leadoff batter for the Panthers, Isaiah Cosby. Hildebrand throws a strike in there to lead off. 0-1 now the count. The 0-1 pitch. Check swing, did he go? He says he went. 0-2 now the count as he offered at that 0-1 pitch. Hildebrand on the year, 37 innings pitched. The 0-2, wow, what a play by Hildebrand. Dives off the mound, makes the throw over to first, comes off the bag a little bit, but Inman is standing there ready to make the out and tag the runner. Nice play by Hildebrand. As it came back off the mound to the left-hand side, he makes a nice dive, grabs it, and makes the throw to first base for the first out of the inning. Up now, Colton Baxter, the two-hole hitter for the Panthers. Swings at the first pitch, sends a hard shot down the line to left field. Gets past the third baseman, but the throw in from Doyle in left field is going to keep him at second. But Baxter rounds first and has a stand-up double here in the sixth inning. So now there is a runner at second base with one out in the inning for Gage Cheadle. Actually, first, we are going to have time as Baxter will take off his equipment. And I believe we're going to have a designated runner, which you are allowed to do in high school. So Baxter will still be able to play behind the plate, but we will... But Nathan Gray will come in to pinch run. Gray is a sophomore, and he will now stand at second base with one out in the inning. Cheadle is up to bat. He is 1 for 2 in the ball game with a RBI hit and a run scored. He has also walked and stolen a bag. The first pitch from Hildebrand in the dirt for a ball. Taking third base now on the wild pitch is Gray. It's a good read because the ball didn't get very far away from Hackathorn. He just could not find it and get it up quick enough to make the throw to third base. And the 1-0 is hit into left field. Line drive into left will score a run. Cheadle rounds first base, but will stop there with an RBI single. So a 2 RBI day for Gage Cheadle as he has his second hit of the ball game to left field. That'll score Gray and make the score 6-1 Southeastern. Four hits now on the ball game for the Panthers, as the first pitch from Hildebrand is outside for a ball. 1-0 now the count on Braden Burns, the cleanup batter. He has walked 3 times in this ball game, scored 1 of those times, been stranded the other 2. Cheadle is running. He makes it to second safely. The ball gets by the catcher. He's going to head to third. And Hackathorn throws down. Got him. They will call Cheadle out on a nice throw from Hackathorn. And they're going to discuss whether or not he got under the tag or not. And they're going to say he didn't. So, a caught stealing there as Hackathorn comes back to the backstop here, grabs the ball, and catches Cheadle trying to swipe 2 bags instead of just 1 for the second out of the inning. Now the bases are empty, and Burns is ahead in the count 2-0 after that ball was low, with 2 outs in the 6th. Off-speed pitch, swung out and missed. Good-looking off-speed pitch by Hildebrand. On the year, Hildebrand is 2-0 with 48 strikeouts and a 4.35 ERA. Swing and miss at that one. Makes the count even at 2-2. His whip is a 1.568. And 8 games pitched. Ooh, off-speed pitch. That was close, but it's going to be low and bring the count full 3-2. Tough take there by Burns. Watch that ball all the way down. The 3-2. Low, ball 4. Hackathorn tried to frame it up, but it will be called a ball. And Burns will now be at first base with 2 outs in the inning. So now that steps in Carson McWhorter with a runner at first and 2 outs. Hildebrand takes a look at the runner at first, throws home. The one misses outside for ball 1. McWhorter on the game, he is 1 for 3 with a single. He scored in the 5th as well. Ball low, 2-0 now the count. He has also struck out twice. On the mound, McWhorter has had a very nice ball game. In relief. The 2-0 pitch is an off-speed one. High chopper down the third base line, rolls foul for strike 1. Lights have been on here for a while at VA Stadium, but it's just starting to get pretty dark. This is a cool effect for the kids, though. You know, they don't get to play in the lights very often, so. The 2-1 pitch from Hildebrand. Off-speed pitch, fouled back over the fence. 2-2 now, the count. On Carson McWhorter. On deck is C.J. Huff. And after him is Landon Brown. 2-2, 2 outs, runner on first base. The runner is going, and strike 3 is called. Throw down to second doesn't matter. 3 outs in the inning. Manchester trails 6-1 going into the 7th. We'll be right back after this on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
I'm proud to own and operate 3 locally rooted pharmacies: Bristow Pharmacy in Ripley, Donahue Pharmacy in Georgetown, and Sardinia Pharmacy in Sardinia. We offer everything a large pharmacy chain can, and quite a few things that they can't. In most cases, you're in and out within 5 minutes, receiving exactly what you need efficiently and compassionately. Our pricing is often equal to or better than competitors in our region, and our commitment to customer service is unmatched. If you have any questions or would like to learn more about our services, we'd love to hear from you.
Summer's almost here and it's time to service your vehicle to prepare for those long road trips ahead. Bowling Automotive Service is here to help. Sardinia's local auto repair expert has built their reputation on hard work, integrity, and their auto repair expertise. Bowling Auto Service does batteries, brakes, inspections, oil changes, tires, diagnostics, and more. Call Bowling Auto Service at 937-213-2046. Stop by 12702 Whitehouse Road in Sardinia or visit them online at bowlingautomotiveservice.com.
Memorial Stadium in this Division 6 semifinal game. Manchester comes up here in the top of the 7th with one last chance. We only play 7 innings in high school baseball. They are currently trailing 6-1 to the Southeastern Panthers. McWhorter calls time and steps off the mound for the Panthers. He has done a wonderful job in relief. And he faces the 7, 8, and 9 batters for the Greyhounds, James Hackathorn being first. Swing and a miss on an 84-mile-per-hour fastball. Time called by the catcher, Cole Baxter, as he will go talk strategy with McWhorter. I'd like to mention again that we've been asking you to join us for Dirt Track Sunday. However, that has been canceled. So there will not be any Dirt Track tomorrow evening, just our regular Sunday evening programming. The 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. Hackathorn thus far on the game had an RBI fielder's choice, the only RBI of the game for the Greyhounds, and he struck out looking in the 4th. He also strikes out looking in the 7th, as that'll be the first out of the inning. 4 straight strikeouts now for McWhorter, going back to the 6th inning, as Kenton Butt stands in, the third baseman. On base percentage of .229 on the year. Let's see if we can improve that by getting on base now. First pitch is low for a ball. Landon Doyle is up next, and if the inning gets extended, Traven Hildebrand would be up. Swung on and missed. 1-1 now the count. 86-mile-per-hour fastball for McWhorter. First base is Landon Brown. Second, Bryson Kessler. Gage Cheadle at shortstop and C.J. Huff at third. Makes up the infield. Landon Welch is in left, Braden Burns in center, and Gabe Oates in right field. That is your Magulac Tire Service field set. The 1-1 pitch is a curveball. Butt backs out of the way, but it finds the zone. 1-2 now, the count. That was only 68 mile per hour, going from 86 guessing to 68. That is tough. The 1-2, fastball stays high. 2-2 now the count. Doyle on deck. The 2-2, swung on, grounded to the shortstop, Cheadle. Cheadle fields it, throws over to Brown. Nice pick by Brown. That throw was low and was going to get away, but the first baseman, Landon Brown, makes a nice play for the second out of the inning. And the last hope for the Greyhounds to keep their season alive is the 9-hole hitter, Landon Doyle. On the year, he's hitting .250 with an on-base percentage of .328. Thus far in the game, he is 1 for 2 with a base hit in third. Swung on, fouled off, strike 1. Head coach Brad Valentine walks over and retrieves the foul ball. McWhorter in the windup delivers the 0-1. Doyle swings through and misses that one. 85 mile per hour fastball. Can't catch up. 0-2 now the count on Doyle. Greyhounds down to their last strike here in the top of the 7th, currently trailing 6-1. And the 0-2. Swung on and fouled off. Stays alive, keeping the count at 0-2. Don't forget the Willie and Son Trucking postgame show following this, as we will discuss stats, have a conversation with the head coach, and more. The 0-2 to Doyle. Stays high. 1-2 now the count. Nice at bat up here from Doyle. And the 1-2. Off-speed pitch, fouled off to the right side. Seems like he's seeing it well. Just a little behind on McWhorter's pitches. The winner of this game plays Huntington, the winner of the game before this, in the coming week. The 1-2, swung on and missed. And that'll do it for the Greyhounds from VA Memorial Stadium, as that is the third out of the 7th. The final from VA Memorial Stadium will be 6-1. Southeastern Panthers are victorious. But make sure to stay tuned, as we will have plenty more with the Willie and Son Trucking postgame show following this. We'll also have the ACRMC Family Medicine Coaches Comment Show. And so make sure to stay tuned with us after this, as I will also give some stats. So we'll be right back here on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
With all the financial headlines, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Ron Lynch, can help. If you have more questions than answers about what's next, we can work together to help ensure you're prepared for your journey. After all, retirement isn't the end of the trek, it's a new beginning. Stop by our office at 481 Tucker Drive in Maysville. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Creating a memorial to honor a lost loved one is a time-honored tradition. Whether it's a graveside monument, a cremation monument, or a pet memorial, the craftsmen at Peoples Monument Company will walk you through every step of the process, from concept to completion. Visit Peoples Monument Company, located on North Main Street in Peoples, and online at peoplesmonument.com. Choose Peoples Monument Company because sharing the life story of a loved one with those who matter most isn't just important today, it's important forever.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Welcome into the Willie and Son Trucking postgame show. I'm Kyle Berry. I'm here at VA Memorial Stadium as our Manchester Greyhounds fall to the Southeastern Panthers 6-1 here in Division 6 District Semifinals. Well-fought game by the Greyhounds. They had this lead all the way into the fifth. They were leading 1-0. However, did end up falling 6-1, as I mentioned. Well-deserved, well-earned season as they made it to the district semifinals. We will be joined later by Trey Mead. But currently, right now, we're going to talk a little bit about a game recap and then do some stats for Southeastern and see if we have a coach by then. So taking a look at the game, Manchester jumped out early in the second inning. They took a 1-0 lead on a good bit of base running by Parker Hayslip. He did a nice job and ended up stealing a run out of there on an RBI fielder's choice from James Hackathorn. Luke Applegate was dealing through 4, got into a little bit of trouble in the 5th, and could not get out of that as he gave up 5 runs, and then in the 6th, Hildebrand gave up another one. That is how Southeastern got their 6 runs. Looking at individual stats for the Panthers, Isaiah Cosby, he was 0 for 4. He did score a run as he reached on a fielder's choice. Colton Baxter was 1 for 4 as he had a double to left field and scored. Gage Cheadle was 2 for 3 with 2 RBI hits, one of those being a double, and had a stolen base and scored a run as well. Braden Burns walked 4 times and scored a run. Carson McWhorter, he was 1 for 4, with a hit and scored a run. CJ Huff was, he actually did not record an at-bat as he had 2 walks and hit by pitch. Landon Brown, he was 0 for 2 with a walk. Landon Welch, 0 for 1 with 2 walks. And Bryson Kessler was 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Look at pitching for the Greyhounds. For the Panthers, Bryson Kessler started. He struck out 1, walked 2, gave up 3 hits. He hit a batter, stranded 4 runners, and he gave up 1 run in the 2nd. Carson McWhorter came in relief and did a masterful job. He struck out 9, only gave up 1 hit. That was a smash triple out in the center by Applegate. Only gave up 1 hit, stranded 1, did not give up a run. So that is a look at the Southeastern Panther stats. We're going to take a look at the Manchester Greyhound stats here quickly. Looking at Traven Hildebrand, he was the leadoff batter. He was 0 for 2 as he did walk in the third. Luke Applegate was 1 for 3 with a triple to center field in the fifth, got stranded there. Clayton Colvin 0 for 3. Carson Inman was 1 for 2 as he had a hit to left in the third and walked in the second. Parker Hayslip was 1 for 3 as he had a hit in the first and scored the run. Braylon Rickett was 0 for 2. He was hit in the fourth and got caught stealing. James Hackathorn had a nice game behind the plate for the Greyhounds. He was 0 for 3, but he did record an RBI on a fielder's choice in the second. Kenton Butt was 0 for 3, and Landon Doyle was 1 for 3. Looking at pitching for the Greyhounds, I have Luke Applegate recording 8 strikeouts. He walked 8, gave up 2 hits, 1 hit by pitch, stranded 4, gave up 5 runs. Braylon Rickett came in relief, struck out 1, walked 1, stranded 3. Traven Hildebrand struck out 1, walked 1, gave up 2 hits, stranded 1, and 1 run. So that's a look at your stats for both teams. Like I mentioned, unfortunately, Manchester did fall in this ballgame 6-1. But nice career for the seniors, and they do have some young players that will be back next year. But we will be back after this, hopefully, with Coach to talk to. If not, be back shortly. So stay tuned here on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Don't let a blown tire slow you down this season. Trust Magulac Tire Service in Hillsboro to keep you on the roll and in the field. At Magulac, they offer on-the-farm ag and tire service, saving you downtime and saving you money. Call Magulac Tire Service for all your tire needs at 937-364-2592 or stop in on Route 50 in Hillsboro. At Magulac Tire Service, their emphasis is on great service. That's more than just a slogan, that's the Magulac commitment every single day. Looking for the right path to your future? Let Ohio Means Jobs Adams Brown be your compass. With the PATH program, we'll guide you every step of the way. Whether you're navigating career planning, academic rewards, or paid work experience, PATH is your route to success. For ages 14 to 24, it's time to forge your path one opportunity at a time. Ready to step forward? Visit omjadamsbrown.org/path today and start paving the way to your brighter tomorrow. A division of APCAM must meet eligibility requirements. Funding is provided by TANF and WIOA and administered by ODJFS. Insurance protection for you and your family. John Wood Insurance has helped thousands of families with their insurance needs since 1891. For service you can trust, contact John Wood Insurance. In Georgetown at 937-378-4124. In Owensville at 513-732-2600. In West Union at 937-544-5505. Or in Peebles at 937-587-2246. That's John Wood Insurance.
Welcome back to the Willie and Son Trucking postgame show here on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV. With me now is Luke Applegate for Behind the Mic, brought to you by the Driving Authority. Luke, tough way to go out, but think about the career you guys have had on the baseball field.
Yeah, it was pretty solid.
It was, and you guys had a wonderful first 5 innings, and
yeah.
And I mean, you guys played hard. That's what matters in the end. You guys had, I guess, you had fun throughout the year. And
yeah, we definitely did.
Yeah, and so talk to me a little bit about, because I know this season's over, but talk to me a little bit about the legacy that you guys hope you left as seniors.
I mean, we hope we leave a good one. Just keep that going for the future and try to build on that for the rest of the younger guys.
Exactly. I mean, you guys had a lot of seniors, so a lot of leadership. But there's still a lot of younger talent there, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And so some of the things you guys that you hope that you teach are like, what do you hope your standing legacy was to the young? What do you hope they remember about you?
Just a good teammate and just a good guy to be around.
Exactly, and that's what you look for. Now, we talked a little bit before. You're going to Shawnee State, correct?
Yes.
and they're moving up to D2, correct?
Right.
So what do you think the playing gap, the jump will be like going up there?
It'll definitely be different. I mean, I gotta grow and get better, and we'll see how it goes.
Well, that's how it is with everywhere, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
So congratulations on a fantastic career, and just can't wait to see where it goes from there. Any shout-outs you want to give?
Just thank my team, my coaches. It's been a pleasure playing. I mean, just thanks to everybody.
Well, we've had a pleasure watching you and everybody else on the Manchester team play as well. So thank you very much.
Yep, thank you.
Congratulations on a nice season. So this has been Behind the Mic, brought to you by the Driving Authority, your premier drivers academy for Southern Ohio. We'll be right back after this with the ACRMC Coaches Comment Show on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Maysville Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're incredibly affordable with the lowest tuition rates in the entire state, accelerated with programs that can lead immediately to great careers, and personalized with small classes and hands-on learning. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at maysville.kctcs.edu.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Welcome back to the Willie & Son Trucking postgame show. This is the Coach's Comment Show, brought to you by ACRMC Family Medicine. With me is Trey Mead, head coach of the Manchester Greyhounds. And as we mentioned, Trey, tough way to go out, but just a nice season, I'm sure, for you guys as well, right?
Yeah, I'm very, very proud of our boys in the season that we've had. I tested them all year with our schedule, and we showed up pretty much every night and night in, night out, and we just went out there and played our style of baseball.
Exactly, and your style of baseball tonight was small ball. And that's a lot of times that's how you win big tournament games, isn't it?
Yeah, we've been pretty consistent with our small ball all year too.
Manufacturing that one run that you guys had, that was one of my favorite things to watch throughout the game today, because the fact that it's just a bunch of hustle, and it shows you guys that it shows everybody a small town team like you guys, even if you don't necessarily have the power to get it over the fence, you can still win games and compete in ball games with plays like that.
That's how we've had to play all year. We've got some pretty athletic through the lineup for the most part, have a lot of team speed, got some guys that are really good at bunting, so we played into our strengths. That's
exactly what you need to learn as a head coach, and that's what you do well as a head coach. So tell me a little bit about where you go from here. What kind of legacy did the seniors leave, and how did the younger guys build on that for next year?
The seniors were pretty awesome. They helped lay the foundation of how I want to build Manchester baseball, and they were awesome about it. All 5 of them came in and worked. They did anything you asked them to do, played anywhere, hit anywhere, and the lineup would do anything for you. They're an awesome group of guys. They got a lot of things to hang their hat on. Back-to-back league titles in the Shack for the first time ever in Manchester baseball.
Wow.
So we've got a good foundation laid. Now we've got to rely on these younger guys to come in and be hungry and go get to work.
Yeah, and that's where I talked to a senior earlier. That's where a lot of your legacy's made. It's awesome to see your accomplishments as a kid, but when you leave it is what they do after you're gone is a lot of an accomplishment as well. So any kind of when does off season start again? I know we've just ended today, but do you have any idea when off season starts to work out and that kind of thing?
A good handful of my guys will go play some summer baseball, and then we'll get back at it in the fall when we're allowed to. Start getting in the weight room, go get some swings in, start working on getting some arms ready to go for the spring. But they'll go do their summer stuff all summer, and then August is a dead period for us, so we can start doing some workouts and stuff in September.
Okay, awesome. Well, we can't wait to see you again next year. Been a pleasure coming along with the ride this year. Anybody you want to give a shout out to, or anything you want to say to the seniors?
Just very proud of the seniors. Very proud of all the guys on the team, 1 through 14. Battled some adversity, some trials and tribulations, and I'm just very, very proud of my guys.
All right. Well, you heard it here. Trey Mead, with the ACRMC Family Medicine Coaches Comment Show. We appreciate you coming in, and pleasure watching you guys on the season.
Yeah, thank you guys for everything you've done all season too.
Thank you. Well, you have heard it. That is the Coaches Comment Show. We will be right back after this with our Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Game, so stay tuned on the Willie & Son Trucking Postgame Show on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV.
Snappy Tomato Pizza.
The only thing better than pepperoni is more pepperoni, and Snappy's pepping up their game. Your favorite round pepperoni pizza just got an upgrade with even more of the bold, zesty flavor you crave on every single slice. For a limited time, grab a large, pepped-up pepperoni pizza for just $9.99. Hurry in or order online today and have a pep rally with pepped-up pepperoni.
Snappy Delivery.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well, and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
One last thing to wrap up here on the Willie & Son Trucking Postgame Show from VA Memorial Stadium, as Manchester does fall in tournament action 6-1 this evening to the Southeastern Panthers. Put up a tough fight. Was 1-0 game all the way through the 5th inning. So we commend Manchester and all of their seniors especially. Speaking of seniors, that's who our Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Games are going to be. That's customary to give it to the seniors, and those players will be Luke Applegate, Parker Haslett, Traven Hildebrand, Braylon Rickett, and I believe I am missing one. Landon Doyle as well. I apologize. So those seniors will be Traven Hildebrand, Parker Haslett, Luke Applegate, Landon Doyle, and Braylon Rickett. Congratulations and on those Snappy Tomato Pizza Players of the Game, as they will be departing us this year, but good luck in whatever their futures may hold as well. That'll do it here from VA Memorial Stadium. I'd like to thank Matt Hildebrand as our producers of Good Guys Radio TV today. I'd also like to thank Sarah Rigdon back in the station for engineering everything for us here. For Kyle Berry, that is all from VA Memorial Stadium here in Chillicothe. Thank you guys and have a great night on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV presented by CMT Components.
Thank you for tuning in. Rewatch this video and many more on demand at goodguysradiotv.com.